Okay, abusunya yɛbɛma kwa aba sonko so edeba POG Media so abusunya yɛmbonra yɛnsemu for the first time abusunya NPP amanyoko no aside with NDC say John Dramani Mahama or file petition to John Dramani Mahama say easy say or pamono efri officer abusunya omoche say sisi anom first no na sin esi edun ketia edin semi betu dwa say Electoral Commission no onim de oye NPP for ne buy ebe counter ebe ka se masa mo pese mo pamo maame no eno enti na omode mano esi so na ene NPP for na nkasa afenyo markings ene Justin Kudua aside with NDC edin ketia say masa no true do Electoral Commission no onim de oye enti no John Dramani Mahama empamo no enimani ya Kevin Taylor ede honsem ababetu dwa mo yenko na yenkonko ti ensema ekoso medamase.
In fact, the law says that if you want to rerun an election, it is only the court that can give you that permission to do that. The Electoral Commission is breaking the law. So why is the Electoral Commission saying that we have to go and do a rerun when they know, say, Emra? So the NPP is right. NPP for the Omokan and then it is right. Jane Mensah and the Electoral Commission are wrong. We need to make sure we get rid of them. We need to sack them. The NPP, because I don't believe, say, or I don't think, say, after your marking tomorrow will come and tell me, say, upon all the things he's telling me, upon all the things the General Secretary of the NPP, they are telling Ghanaians, they will suggest that the EC boss and his deputies should continue because they have already told us that they are incompetent. The NPP, they have told us that what Asienu Ketia was saying, that they were criticizing, they now know that Asienu Ketia is a prophet. It's a slim mosquito who is a prophet. And that the slim prophet, his words have come to pass. So the NPP today, yes in our politics. Na NPP for chere omo ye Judas no. First Asienu Ketia ka so nka no kure. Asienu Ketia na Yesu ama. Asienu Ketia hu hwe do akoka. And omo nka so ye Judas no na aba be ka chere say omo dwumadi a isi nidi. Sa dwumadi no mudi no emfa kwam. Na say NPP are the biggest opposition party in Ghana. Catch say J. Mensah and Bossman are liars and that they don't speak truth. They came to even lie to Parliament and that they want to abuse their officer. Why should we as Ghanaians entertain J. Mensah, Bossman at the EC? Actually, Jimmy. So this is a vote of no confidence. They are basically telling Ghana for you now say the EC cannot be trusted. We need to sack the EC. Today, as some are saying, the NPP as a political party, they have confirmed it. So nobody should go sit on any TV or radio because the two political parties, technically, they have confirmed that they cannot work with the EC boss and head deputies. So why are we keeping Jane Mensah in office? Why haven't we petitioned the president to make sure Jane Mensah is sacked from the office? The NPP have told us Jane Mensah and Bossman are liars. That is why the minority leader Kasongo is telling them to come back again to Parliament to tell us because they don't believe what they said in the first place. We cannot live with an EC that is full of liars, thieves, inconsistent braggarts. We cannot allow such fools to be leading our elections. Today, the NPP, they have confirmed that the EC has been lying to us. And an entity like the EC, we cannot allow liars to lead it. Jane Mensah, Bossman, and the rest of the leadership of the EC, today we all have to come together and make sure they are kicked out. I am not the one saying, the NPP are the ones saying it. Tomorrow, I don't want any foolish NPP person to come and sit on TV and say, Jane Mensah has done nothing. Because the party has come out today to have a press conference to tell us that Jane Mensah is a liar. I didn't say it. This is the NPP.
Ran the election in 19 polling stations. The EC gave the following justification. I quote, the commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, let it be on record that at the meeting with the Electoral Commission on 1st July, our representatives the persons of Evans Nimakun, our Director of Research and Elections, and Ebenezer Nati, Honorable Ebenezer Nati, former Member of Parliament for Akroma Central, representing our party, vehemently oppose the position of the Electoral Commission. So it cannot be that after extensive discussion, the EC painting the picture as if the parties there agreed to their roadmap. They ran the election in 19 polling stations. The EC
so
gave the
MPP for catch EC for kind of correct. Bosman is a liar. Jane Mensah is a liar. They cannot trust them. The NDC too have told us the EC is inconsistent. We cannot trust them. They cannot organize any effective elections. So what are we doing now? They need to go. They need to be sacked. We need to get rid of them and get some competent people to lead the Electoral Commission. The NPP today are telling us, are confirming what Asiedu Ketia said, that the Electoral Commissioners are criminals. They are liars. Today, Alfred Nyomakin is demanding that Bosman Asare, who came to just speak on the Ablekuma North election results, lie to them. He's telling us that Bosman needs to come back and explain himself, because the last time Bosman came to Parliament, he lied. The NPP are in support of Asiedu Ketia. NPP 4 almost supported Asiedu Ketia's statement. Said, EC boss and the deputies and we all support the NPP and Asiedu Ketia. So right now, the conversation basically has ended. The EC bosses, Jane Mensah, Bosman, and the leadership, NPP say you are liars. NDC say you are liars. NPP say you are inconsistent. NDC say you are inconsistent. NPP for say the coalition, you did not even follow due process. The NDC are saying same. NPP doesn't trust you. NDC doesn't also trust you. We cannot trust you as Ghanaians. And we will not allow anybody from the NPP or NDC to lie to us that you people are competent enough to stay in that office. The EC leadership, they have to go. The NPP today, they have confirmed what Asiedu Ketia said. They support Asiedu Ketia's decision. They support Asiedu Ketia's observation. We also support the decision from the NPP. Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, it is finished. They need to be sacked. In September 2024, what did he say? Enforce laws against illegal mining than imposing total ban on all mining activities. Original National House of Chiefs catch the Ghana for say, Yen Kungalam say 2024 ne Akuffo no power. Osio, sa temana Ghana for air call for a total ban. Sebio on all mining activities in Ghana and the Akuffo on hini way be Gina Ghana for catch say on tia se ne de on peneso sebio aban amo institutions na ehwe eye mining so no omo no munye omadwuma na total ban na ose ono on peneso on say ade chie no this same man ojina TV so eka say ni eblemu Akuffo aban and they eblemu NDC na aban we mu ni pay ye enso ntime bie na no ambo obi adin we yo hene ye nto ne so aba say odia hoho eka no kore na say enye atro no pese odekọ nendam na odekọ wu a osanko body ni enwu so hene we die sebi odi no kore papa we die enye ne position na wo no ene wa na ju say obehye House of Chiefs national echi e dia bedi obi nwa asem abeka asem a enim. Because as I sit here, I am questioning your credibility as a man who basically can be trusted. Because what is stopping you from doing it? Remember, man way timer na oye still or we are president of the National House of Chiefs. He was in Ghana and a Professor from Boating released a whole report as a sector minister of lands. And I'll catch Ghana for say report way. Omo ye galamse wo Ghana nyina no omo din wom mede ma Akuffo ado e no totwene ye na man we wo Ghana. What did he say? Thank you very much, team. Na man we wo Ghana time afrem pon boatin e de report ne ba abontene e be ka kire Ghana for say na Nana Danko Akuffo ado me na ye sector minister mama ne report a kire say Lord Kome ye galamse Gabi Ochida Kundi wom Kweku Baku di wom, Chairman Wuntumi di wom, Kate Jevua di wom, Samia Wuku, any NPP mpenifo ne chairman for Obodi were reporting him. Emma the whole Ghana yenye beridi. This man na odahu ye the president of the Ghana the national the House of Chiefs, the National House of Chiefs. He did not speak. He stayed away from the scandal. He stayed away from that report. It is because he thinks to say he's going to use his position to deceive Ghanaians. Because on person in the position by deceive Ghanaians, then he should mention names. He cannot just come and vaguely come and make a statement that is weak and just walk away and make it look like, say, with all due respect, you are making sense than anybody else. You need to be emphatic enough because we respect you as the president of the National House of Chiefs. You just don't speculate. You make it emphatic. Yenye pese stop galam say no. Yenye pese chinipa. Yenye pese abani bo edi hujuma. Identity ejina hoye nipebi. Mention the name. We have passed that stage of nipebi wa abema omuye galam say. Nipebi wa abema omuye galam say. The last time I was telling journalists in Ghana. So be better now TV so say nipebi wa abema omuye galam say. Kache say on to me mbodiya. You should shut up. That is how it's supposed to be done. So I want to mean body, and for credibility and to line. So, and I said, minimum says way, Kevin Taylor, Kwame way, Echo way, Ewa way, or your way. I will say, yes, you are making emphatic statement. Because this kind of speculative statement, and then Akuffo Mushishe Chirabedru Hanea, almost say, Sura Menewo, Yeba. And these are things we have been talking about. Speculations. In penifo amamu positions na omo TV so omo grant interviewer na omo pese omo hunhunu enyo mebidi gu Ghana system nim. We should pass that stage of speculation. Sadia when ya be jana kasa say na yama abodamfo bi afa ya no asem na omo de keka nkwase asem without any facts. I will be happy if somebody in this government is exposed with the fact to say, oh, yeah, Galam say, I will support it. I will make sure that person is kicked out of this government. That person is rebuked. If that person has to be prosecuted, they are prosecuted. I will do it. If you cannot mention names, then shut up. With all due respect, say, Ojawo, you represent the National House of Chiefs. Okasa enyam frama, okasa enante. Onye ready say ubebodiya, shut up and stay quiet. And let us, the young ones, find a facts and then do what? And then follow the facts. Stop this speculative statement. Be emphatic in your statement. Speculations, the mama politician be afayedi. Ama politicians be asay Ghana. Now the danko Akuffo de Bawumia betuna so. Yentumi nkasa direct. Yentumi mbodin. Eni yebu nkwasiabe. Openye jekum ne di baby. Obetuna radio so a nkwasiabe for 8 years. Hwe ho sunsanso. Why the thing saying or but now no say be factual. Be emphatic in your statement. Let the people know. Say a seminar wo kano uwo njina so na yentu ho anamon. Obia to be say abamu nipa ya galam say yebetuma ka obia betuma ka edien how are we going to solve the problem? Huh? Ofui bia betuma beka say abamu nipa ya galam say it's speculative. The person should be emphatic. The way of Frimpong Boateng the report by Ania Church D Wom today, the names are still in the report. That is factual. So between you and the Professor Frimpong Boateng, Ojahoho, I will respect Frimpong Boateng than you because Frimpong Boateng came with names. You didn't come with any name. You just came to speculate. Say, Obi ya NPP adebina ya we are. You are not supposed to copy the same thing. Move, just go ahead of people who speculated. Just be factual today because wasam enyekeke wasam ehodi weight is my simple advice to you. So let's all try and help and fight this and stop this. We your hene obi antumi nchiwuntum obi anto so aba sa wonya bone ana woni obi enye bibia wonim se oba beto to a ade na wonya bold embodin. Sibia wo kasa ne kire se ebia one politician bia ye bibia usuro se ubodin a politician no ebeba bontra beka oboni awaye na sa wonim se ahene na wudi no or the presidency now occupy as the National House of Chiefs president onye bone onja ajemude onye bibia etie oman we mra ebia osebia omane susumina so ebia wan kasa ne sa onye galam se ni bia you should be bold enough to mention names. So mention the name and let's move forward. Please, we are tired of this speculative statement. I just say, why NPP communicator be say NDC coming, we don't know where you belong. Be emphatic and let's move on. Mr. Ramo, ye jai sa nyoma en solve problem ya. Asam fu froswa say si. Asam na esini nie. a year Ghana AIDS Commission for a release statement. Emu you know. Now, the amount emu you say Ghana records 12,614 a year 8 related deaths in 2024, up from 12,480 in 2023. Ghana AIDS Commission for the Assembly Biabetor emu ding emu do. And before I speak on this, a woman reached out to me a couple of months ago about Ghana AIDS Commission and the way they do their statistics. This email, I need to find it. She was very, very detailed. I think she's worked there before. But right now, maybe only Ghana be man, I say, or Abrucha, I don't. But she sent me a very detailed email. And if that woman is watching me, she can remind me. It's in my email. There are a lot of emails that I receive. And she basically emailed or sent me. It was time na Omoka said because of free SHS in T a year HIV Akuffo. There was something like that. And I would like to apologize to the AIDS Commission. I don't know whether the man is still there or not. In fact, I based a year my editorial or I reacted to that story based on the story that came out. In fact, for some reason, I read the whole story and it was a quote that Ghana Web or one of those media houses put out. Not knowing that the statement the man put out, and let me say this today, the statement they put out on Ghana Web say a man and a car, that wasn't the context. But Ghana Web to Ghana AIDS Commission man. So I don't know if he's still there. Now what happened? And they say the man actually reached out to Ghana Web. And Okachiro say the story you put out there, say me say free SHS at HIV, so it is wrong, and that the context you use my quote, it was wrong. And the reporter should come back and have this interview again. Ever since the Ghana Web guys never went back to the man again. So what they did was that and it was getting closer to elections. And that thing really worried the man. Because that wasn't what he said. But because Ghana Web, na omo pe eye say omo carry story be the part to abontin say because of free SHS and the Akuffo and the Akuffo community, omo the asem koto man so man. Till date is a problem for the man. And the man reached out to the media houses that came to his office, or it was an event. Of Frey almost said they should come back. And that the story they have put out there, he didn't say that. The reporter who came misreported. Ever since there, Ghana Web and those people never went back to the man. And they put that fake story on the man. I think it's the Ghana AIDS Commission boss. Now, that story by a lady reached out to me. And that lady was like, the statistics, the way Ghana AIDS Commission, they do their statistics, how they arrive at their figures, they need to really look at it because sometimes it overlaps. Either they overstate the numbers or they understate the numbers. And if it is within a margin of error, it's fine. But it is not within margin of error. Normally, sometimes, most cases, they understate even the numbers. So the woman emailed me and said, she actually sent me all the facts and how they do their statistics and how she believes to say, you cannot say, you tested somebody in senior high school, time of call first year. Sa nipa na testing na oye negative no. Sa nipa do third year. At that point, that person no, the statistics now will take in SS1 no. It cannot qualify. Say nipa do SS3 no, onya 8. So you cannot use that number now. We take it 3 years ago no to justify the fourth year no and say because na nipa no SS1 only 8 no, or do SS4 and answer SS3 no, only 8. It doesn't work like that. And I think that is the small mistakes the Ghana AIDS Commission makes. But nevertheless, we need to also address the issue here. The issue, Mr. S. Yes, this is the story. There's the story. Let me. In fact, it's about time I clarify this matter because modern Ghana. In fact, modern Ghana so be another outlet in Kwasiade Nkwano ye. They don't even have an office. Criminals. Modern Ghana so this is the story I was talking about. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, team, for bringing this story out. This is Asema Mokato Papa Wiso. It was close to elections. Free SHS has reduced teenage pregnancies, HIV infections by 50%. Ghana AIDS Commission. This man did not make the statement. But Modern Ghana, they picked it, and because Modern Ghana ensured any better news outlet, a criminal entity, some young boys be, foolish boys be without any credibility. And what they do is, 20 Ghana, they will write things about people and destroy lives. This man never made this statement. And decide deal with Jandam way a 2 man way so. This man made every effort to get Modern Ghana the reporter now Obasa event because it was an event. And na man a grant interview. And na Koraniko Jina ho and na opeke sa partner and o trasa 2 man way so. And because Modern Ghana mono, it is all about money. It's all about Sika Momo. And on this side we kotuo because near Kotuaba, oh man, it was around I think February 2024. Now, Fena, gear up to elections. So they needed to use these words to justify free SHS. This was fake story. And I'm going to say, man, ding. So platforms like Modern Ghana, you have to be very careful. So whose story of Modern Ghana, be careful. They are a bunch of thieves. Akroma. They have no credibility. Into the story of Modern Ghana, Ghana Web. Make sure you double check those stories.
Okay, abusunya wene and some ekoso ewo political highway so. Electoral Commission, J-Mensa na isia NPP minority asuja eguneso a oma file petition to John Dramani Mahama say on permanent with immediate effect. Abusunya yebeda mase some J penekokoti sa and some way edema aha POG Media so medamase.